Live from Studio 3B, it's the Pinky and the Brain Show.
Liberal or Republican, well, if you pick a side, then you're done. You want Trump to grab your pussy or Bill Clinton to cover you in cum? Cause Hillary's a psycho, Christians are retarded, and Trump is a fag. And I wouldn't have to be here if it wasn't for my mom and dad. Make America gay again, make America gay as fuck.
Yes.
'Cause I'm just trying to meet some dudes and get.
All right, so apparently,
If my life was a TV show, this would be my theme song.
I know. I mean,
I'm offended on so many
what
levels.
would it be called? Like a good Golden Girls style of a name, but what's the gay version?
The gay version of Golden Girls?
No, like
The Golden Shower Girls?
I need to put some thought into this. I mean, there's so many possibilities. All right, we'll come back to that. We took a little extendo break to do what we do best, which is just, get drunk and whatnot.
Drink vodka.
But
Hello, Russia.
Ty очень красивая. That's the only Russian I know. It means you're very beautiful. I've tried to learn you are very beautiful in as many languages as I can.
You know another one, Does Vidanya.
Ooh, what's that? I don't know that.
I think that means goodbye.
Oh, wait, isn't that from Wick? John Wick. He's like,
Certainly that means...
Does Vidanya.
This is what are we calling him? Professor? No,
Joe Friday.
Joe Friday.
Hi.
This is like
Professor Dumbledore?
The Nutty Professor.
this is like your hidden talent, like a Russian accent.
Hi, I'm the Nutty Professor. I'll shoot you in the face.
Jesus.
Oh,
Lord.
All right.
Clipping.
I don't like it when the wife calls in the middle of a podcast.
Turn it on.
I'm
Kick
sorry,
what
I'll
she
tell her
says.
to quit calling me.
Kick rocks, lady.
You know what she's gonna say? Yarami Chipotle.
I'm not ready yet. All right.
Oh, dude, I'm in on that.
My wife told me to stay all night.
Well, you can sleep with Winston over there on that couch.
Yeah.
Well, we've both
All
been
right.
in relationships long enough. That's the only thing they tell us to do all night.
Hi hat.
All right. Let's hit it. Let's get into some news.
All right.
Producer Travis, let's hit it.
And now the news with Brandon Breckenridge.
All right. That'd be you, Brandon, staring
Hey.
at your My God.
News with Brandon Breckenridge.
As
is
he
on his
stares
phone.
into his empty beer bottle as if some creepy Navy guy wrote a fucking long lost message into it 74
Hang on.
years ago and
His
just threw it into the ocean.
His shot is still sitting there.
Oh, yeah, I got to do that on the
No,
air.
you cannot. You have to do at least one news story
You're
first,
gonna
young
make-
man.
I feel like a goddamn dog with a fucking treat on his nose.
Well, get to it. Dance.
You're an asshole.
Dance, monkey.
All right.
What is our first news story before you dive right into
Okay,
it?
so I was going to do the man sues Popeye first.
Okay, let's
I
do
think
it.
I think this is my favorite story because I am a man that loves a chicken sandwich. So as much as I think this story is ridiculous, I can actually kind of sympathize with it slightly. So man sues Popeye Chicken for running out of chicken sandwiches. A man said he suffered emotional damage,
Been
that
there,
is
bro.
in quotations, while trying to track down the new Popeye's chicken sandwich. Now he's suing the restaurant chain for $5,000. So this is a new chicken sandwich, and apparently Popeye's had the foresight to like hype it up, and I guess they did it correctly because apparently there was like a lot of hype behind this sandwich. It seems like you would not think there would be hype behind
Have
a
you
fucking
guys
sandwich.
even made an attempt to get one of
No,
these?
I don't think this. You're giving them too much credit. I think they obviously did try to do a build up. This is one of these things that just took the fuck off. People can't predict this stuff. Going viral, there's no formula to it. Otherwise, people would do it all the time.
Yeah.
What happened is it got released, and then this shit exploded. Like
It exploded.
and
And they're good. Here's the thing. I think they have that Cajun style, right? So versus like if you went to a Wendy's and you get a spicy chicken sandwich, or if you go to a competing chain, you're going to get a Buffalo spicy chicken sandwich. I think what people were really excited about is with them, you're going to get a Cajun chicken spicy chicken, which is going to be a different kind of spice. And I say this as like a true pothead that is just absolutely in to spicy chicken. I'm in. I'm fucking elbow deep in this shit.
You know who I feel bad for is the people that didn't want the chicken sandwich.
I'm just here for some red beans and rice, motherfucker.
I just want some sides. I just want some cornbread. I just want some cornbread and a couple drumsticks. Like, that's all I want. And I got all these crazy motherfuckers in there like, give me a chicken sandwich. Give me a chicken sandwich. I just want some chicken legs. I just want a couple thighs.
I see your phone going off again,
It
Jeremy.
won't stop.
So
That's
this fellow goes on to talk about how absolutely obsessed he is with this chicken sandwich. So he says, I can't, this is quotation, so this is from the words of his mouth. Maybe I shouldn't take that shot. So so quotation, I can't get happy. I have this sandwich on my mind. I can't think straight.
Okay.
What the fuck?
And that was my impression of this guy. I don't know who he is.
Now, is he waiting for a chicken sandwich, or is he a 13-year-old with his first boner with the hot high school teacher? I mean,
What are the
fuck is
odds he has a
happening here?
girlfriend?
And then one last quote. It just consumes you.
Okay.
Like herpes, kind of.
Oh, I've got something for that. Where's that? Damn it! I can't.
It didn't work, Travis.
I got something for
I
that.
tried it last night.
Is it Vardasil?
Vardasil.
What's that one?
What is Vardasil?
Don't they have that? Oh, that's genital warts. The fucking the inoculation for women. Inoculation. What am I, a fucking doctor from the 20s?
First time having inoculation comes in handy.
If you didn't catch
What'd
that,
you call it? Varnasil?
Vardas?
That sounds like
Vardasil.
I don't know. That just seems like something
you're
like.
gonna varnish your.
Oh my god! I can't.
sounds like
describe it.
something you would like use to polish wood in the 1830s.
I know. I had this old brass trumpet, but it was completely rusted over, so I had to use Vardasil in it. It looks completely brand new. Also, my wife likes it.
Now, if you could just get Billy Mays to come back from the grave to pimp this stuff, you'd have 1,000 orders within the first 5 minutes on that. What's that channel called?
QVC.
QVC. There we go.
Lifetime.
All right.
So-
anything else to do with this chicken sandwich guy?
That was it. You know, it was a remarkably short article, as
No,
one would
it keeps
expect.
I bet
Scrolling.
he's still
Keep
on
scrolling.
Plenty of Fish.
I already pulled up. Yeah, I'm already on Plenty of Fish. I'm on Tinder right now, man.
Chicken
No,
Tinder.
I did already pull up the next article.
Already
What was
closed that tab and on Plenty of Fish. Just
Wait,
about-
it was. There were 25
Brandon.
words in the article. What did I
Well,
miss?
have you noticed this with articles? Like, seriously though, you pull up an article and like every paragraph between the next paragraph is an ad.
It's
That
so
is-
and it
annoying.
makes you think it's the end of the
Yes.
article.
Now,
yeah, I
that
fucking
is
hate
The
It's
that.
beautiful
so
thing
annoying.
about Apple products that you hate so much is
Fuck-
there's a
fuck
button
Apple.
that you can view it as just a
Oh,
regular
yeah.
page that removes all that stuff.
You can take out
Seriously?
the
Yes.
I didn't know
ads, yeah.
Brandon hated Apple.
Yeah.
I do.
Oh,
I
yeah.
do. I fucking hate Apple. I hate it. Okay, so
Well-
here's the thing. Like I've been a computer kid since I was a fucking kid, since it was Macintosh, and I've hated Macintosh since I was about fucking 12. So it's like a lifelong hatred, you know?
Brought
Oh,
to you by
coming
Apple.
from the guy who claims that he was a hacker in elementary school.
It's true.
Because
Hey.
all he did was guess the elementary school teacher's password.
No,
Booger hacker.
no. Through using the interwebs back in the day, I was able to find a shortcut that could get you out of the program that they would use to teach you typing, and I was able to get into Teacher's Toolbox through DOS, and Teacher's Toolbox is what they used to do the grades. So I was able to change my own grade through MS-DOS. But
I think that was just
That's good hacker shit right
I'm pretty
there.
that's
sure
what I'm
that-
saying. No, but they want to underplay it.
I'm
They
gonna dap
wanna
him up for
underplay
that.
it.
I'm gonna dap him up
Here's
for
what
that.
you don't know.
I'm a
Here's what you don't know.
Thank you. They want to underplay
That
it.
computer program was a piece of paper and a typewriter. That's what you used to learn how to type. Typewriters.
They want to underestimate my hacker
right.
abilities.
So let's stay in the chicken lane. Give me the next news story. How many people
A
would you
chicken
pull over in the
sues
chicken lane?
local college
daily?
for
right.
misgender
Yes.
identification.
No, keep going.
I know. How can I if you keep talking?
I was talking to him. Now,
Oh, there go my
Idiot.
Oh boy.
Go for it.
We got to hold on. Let me pull you. There we go. I had to turn everybody off because I don't know what number you are. So I just
turning
one,
Brandon off is no small feat.
Number one, motherfucker.
He's always last, but number one in our hearts.
All right, guys. So our second and last news article is about Kansas University faculty wants Chick-fil-A banned from campus
Banned.
for fears of, again, space quotations, safety, comma, mental well-being.
So I'm not a religious person. I'm non-religious. I'm kind of like apathetic. I'm like indifferent. I don't care. I'm not affiliated with anything. But what I do see is people taking this way further than it should be. Like, apparently, religious people don't have rights anymore. You don't have rights to have a religious belief. You have no more rights to like believe in whatever religion you believe in. And this is what this is. This is people taking this too far.
So-
It's true. No, it's true. I agree with you, Travis.
We touched on this earlier.
Fight.
We touched on this earlier in the pod. Again, me, not a religious person either. With the destruction of the American family goes the destruction of God. They have been going hand in hand. Now, the unintended consequence of this, of course, is when people on mass scale lose religion, that same focus and energy has to be directed somewhere else. So their little cause celeb turns into their religion. Global warming turns into a religion.
It's true.
Rights for people that in this country basically already have them turns into a religion. Victimhood becomes.
So are you saying
becomes a religion.
anti-religion is a religion almost?
What I'm saying is people have to fill that void, and so they obsess about other things.
Well, it's ironically what they say, like the what is it, the devil idle hands are the devil's plaything, and ironically, it proves true. And those idle hands that turn into the devil's plaything turn into social justice action warriors. And the thing is, it seems like 50% of the time they attack these policies that they think are hurting or these disaffected peoples. But I swear to you, 50%, and that would be probably a minimal amount. I would say closer to 70 to 80% of their outcomes, the actions that they choose to try and help someone actually ends up hurting most people.
So it just seems like religious people aren't allowed to believe in what they believe in anymore. And I think that's really hypocritical that non-religious people are going to project their non-religious beliefs onto religious people, but it's not okay for religious people to project on them. Well, now, I don't think either one of them is okay. I think everyone should just mind their own fucking business, but it just seems to be going the opposite
Well, I'll put it
direction.
this way. Are some religious beliefs backwards in 2019? Yeah. So are some progressive beliefs in 2019 ass backwards. So what's good for the goose, good for the gander. How about what I've been trying to tell people forever? How about live and let live? If you don't like Chick-fil-A, then don't fucking go.
Right. Yep.
If you do, go.
Yeah.
Who
cares if they're open on Sundays or not? Like
Well, that's one of the most absurd things. And then here's the other thing. Like, there was like I don't remember if it was like a protest, gay pride parade. It was something of that nature on a Sunday. The people at Chick-fil-A came in, opened the restaurant, and started handing out food to this gay, pride or whatever it was. It was for LGBTQ, blah, blah, blah. I can't remember all you alphabet peoples. They, on their own time and on their own money, came out and handed out sandwiches and stuff for the people there protesting them or else doing whatever they were doing for gay rights. So to me, when did what you believe on your own time become more important than what your actual actions in life are?
How about you do you, and let them do them.
Now, let me also get to this point. I went to Chick-fil-A for lunch today.
You got the spicy, right?
Of course.
Okay. All right.
I've been craving this shit ever since. Good God. You're all right over there, Joe Friday?
Joe Friday.
Joe, not this Friday night. Come on now, boy.
Joe Fridays. It's so many.
All right, so I went there. Now,
this is your second.
And vodka.
whoever designed the Chick-fil-A drive-thru, I want running NASA.
Genius.
I want running, like, they've stepped it up. The 2-lane drive-thru, everybody knows about that. That's no big deal. They have 3-4 motherfuckers out there with iPads, like getting your order before you even get to the speaker. And then they added some new shit that I'd never seen.
Tell me.
You go to the drive-through part of it, they hand you your food, and then they got some bitch out over here with the condiment bar. They don't even give you your Chick-fil-A sauce and your ketchup in the drive-through line. You pull up another spot so this girl can give you what you need.
What?
Now, this is innovation. I want you to think for 1 second. Close your eyes, everybody. Whatever you're doing, unless you're driving, close your eyes. And I want you to think, if the United States government was running Chick-fil-A, what do you suppose that drive-through lane would look like?
Oh my God.
Anything like this?
No.
Or would you be there for 74 weeks? Just think about that before you want to give these asswipes more power over everything in our lives, like health care, things like this.
Oh, I'm sorry we want to give you this discount, but you didn't bring your ID and your tax returns from 2012.
This is the part I don't understand. People on both sides of the aisle do nothing but complain about the government on one hand, and then on the other hand, want to do nothing but give them more power over yourself.
Yeah.
It's ironic, actually. That's really prevalent.
It makes no sense.
Not at all.
If your dad beats you, okay, you would never argue for more
Okay.
dad time. Hey, every other weekend ain't enough, Pops. I want to see you more.
So
Hey, I'm not tough enough. Let's do a fucking summer camp.
The thing you have to understand, though, is when you work for a government or are a part of a government, if it doesn't make sense, that makes sense.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
don't make dollars and it don't make sense.
There is no common sense in government. There's no.
Well, I'm a big incentive guy. There's no incentive for them to do a better job. There's a huge incentive for Chick-fil-A to get more people through that drive-through per hour, right?
Chick-fil-A loves this. There's
Absolutely.
no way they don't like
And
this
I was,
press.
you know how nicely I was
Oh, yeah,
treated
yeah, they
there?
definitely love it.
Like, Chick-fil-A does everything but suck your dick in that drive-through lane. And then smile and say, nice to serve you.
No, it's my pleasure.
Yes.
That's
My
what it is.
pleasure.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. It's like
Wow.
the first
Chick-fil-A is going to be like Taco Bell was in Demolition Man. I'll tell
Boom.
you that much.
And I can get behind that.
There's no doubt about it.
But the
Chick-fil-A.
blood flow is what gives the erection. Oh, boy.
Chick-fil-A.
Now-
is
I still want to know what the
erections.
clamshells are about.
I was going to say, does this future have
Has
the
anybody
shells?
figured this out?
Seashells.
Has anybody figured
There's
this out?
seashells.
Clamshells. This motherfucker can't get his head out of it.
Clamshells.
Simon
gutter.
Phoenix, you've been fined.
So you
5 credits.
so you fuck it, right? Or
Jesus.
What, the honka?
This motherfucker just combined SpongeBob SquarePants with this movie that you're talking about, Clamshells. What the fuck are we
it's
talking
the original Fleshlight, really.
Hey, by the way,
muscle?
how is your
Fleshlight?
fleshlight working?
I've got it. It's great.
Yeah.
Do you have an anal one?
Wait, my butt or its butt?
Well, I think you can buy
yes to
fleshlights
both.
like vaginas or.
You think.
I think.
Don't act like
That
you
was
don't know.
the
I read
weakest
it. I read it in.
refusal.
I read it in.
Of
a
course, we
magazine.
all know they have ass, mouth, and vagina. Everybody knows that.
I think I accidentally saw it in the end of like a National Geographic or something. Yeah,
That
it's
is special.
fucking fantastic. But remember, lube. There's a lot of friction
give
with
it with
rubber
you.
and penis.
They
Holy shit! Like
they
fucking
include
smoke
it in the
signals,
box.
baby. Huh?
Fucking smoke.
They include the lube in the box.
Well, I know,
In
and I
which they
used all
ship
of
it.
that, and then I'm like, I'm not gonna buy any.
Yeah, but
just
it's
fucking
got to be like
I used
cheap
all that the
lube.
first night.
just spit
All right.
on that shit. You know how
You
hard
guys
it is.
take
to-
control for a minute. I gotta go pee. I'll be back.
Let's talk shit on Jeremy while he's gone.
All right, hold on. Wait till he goes upstairs.
Oh, wait till he goes upstairs.
I've never seen Jeremy with a backwards hat on except Mexico.
Could he be any more of a bro?
All right, let's see how many Jeremy quotes we can play. Here we go. I'm just going to go down the line and we'll see how we like them.
God bless you.
Here we go. Here's next.
Oh, here comes his heterosexual life partner.
And he was talking about me. Me and Jeremy are heterosexual life partners.
So this next one is when he passed out or just about passed out, and you and I had to take over in season 1. This is what he said.
I don't find this particularly interesting.
Because we were trying to talk about 80s movies. Oh, you're going to love this one.
I want to go finger bang Brandon.
What is he doing behind my back? Literally.
That was the quickest pee.
That really was.
Ever.
Holy shit. This, folks out there in TV land or radio land, that was not edited. That was like a minute and a half piss. And he had to go upstairs.
He had to go up 2 flights of stairs.
Well, here's what I always say. There's only 2 options. A, I have the world's smallest baby bladder.
Yep.
Or the world's most giant dick hole. And it just shoots out at amazing force and speed. There's only 2 options. Or maybe it's a little of both.
You've got a garden hose down there?
Do you know we used to call you Baby Step Brownlee? Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
Oh,
I have
shit.
zero recollection of this.
Oh, really? Oh, I feel really bad now.
Oh,
So it was back when we were working with Matt. And remember we used to have to pressure wash off those like storage units or whatever the fuck those were?
oh, God, that was the worst word.
You used to walk from one part of the job site to the other part of the job site so slow. Like it's like you were purposely trying to kill time.
Yeah, because that was the worst job we've ever done.
So we started calling you Baby Step Brownlee. And
Explain
I
this.
thought,
Explain
this
this
was like 20
job.
years ago. I thought somebody would have told
Okay,
He would
so-
hire us for laborers, and I swear to God, he would give us the most retarded, fucking hard shit to do because he just was the boss and he wanted to fuck with us.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think it was that. I think it's he didn't really have enough work for us all to be there, and he's like, I guess do this.
Yeah.
But anyways, there was a self-storage place. It's over by
college and Northeast College.
And when they were being built, like, you know, these are just basic, like, buildings with little different rooms, you know, metal framing, like, very, very basic.
Yeah.
Just shit you throw storage in.
Yeah.
Well, it's a disaster of a site, right? Just construction workers just leaving all their shit there. There's, like, plaster and all this stuff all over the place. We just had to clean it, basically. So it was miserable.
Yeah.
So fuck that. Anyways, now what?
God bless you.
God bless you. Fuck off. So I did learn something new about Joe Friday.
Wait, are we recording now?
Yep.
Okay.
We're on. It's on.
Way to keep up.
Where's that? Oh,
What I learned
listen,
was
I'm going to do the shot of vodka, okay? I just
You
want to
haven't
keep.
done that yet?
No, I just want to keep interrupting Jeremy.
Hey, let me go grab. You got Jeremy. Tell your thing. I'm gonna go grab a beer, and then we'll do that.
You'll do. So wait for this. You'll do a drink with me.
I'll do a.
great pod, guys. Great pod.
It's fucking wonderful. Why the fuck did I even come
Hey,
to that?
Now,
we're,
hold on.
We're 16 episodes deep.
Hey, stop. Get on Travis.
Let's do that right now. Get out of here, bald man.
Look at his gay little shoes. Oh shit!
You
he's
know
still down
Travis.
here.
You know Travis hasn't gained or lost a pound since I've known him.
He lost at least an ounce or so when he spat in my face.
I eat a French fry and my ass jiggles for a week.
Yes.
Like, how does he keep his girlish figure?
Look at his face. It's. Look at that.
It's a look of half confusion, half delight. So the reason that is Travis takes zero, and I mean zero joy out of eating. It's totally a mechanical thing for him. Like he's one of these guys that doesn't get excited to go out to eat. He doesn't get excited for this, that, or the other. And for him, it's purely okay.
Really?
I need to eat to survive.
Like, I
Purely
get
functional?
physical erections from like seeing like a, you know, I was in Vegas for my anniversary last year, and there was we went to Gordon Ramsay Steak.
I think what's it called?
Gordon
That's what
Ramsay.
it's called.
That's literally what it's called.
No, I went to one of his other ones.
I don't know what it
think
was
that.
called, but it wasn't Gordon Ramsay Steak in Las Vegas.
No, it was one of his other.
It was
I think he has more than one.
There was literally a
restaurant.
steak there that was $140.
What kind of steak?
Jeez.
It was a
Tell me it was a ribeye of
porterhouse,
some
and I
sort.
swear to God, it was like at least 2.5 inches thick. And I physically, it may have been because I just had sex with my wife because it was our anniversary, but I had a $140 steak in front of me and I physically got an erection. That is how much joy I take in steak. I love steak. There was a period in college when I would go to the Dillon's down the street because I had a Dillon's card.
Now,
and
where was this at?
Topeka. Washburn.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Washburn.
they did have Dillon's out.
They had a Dillon's?
We had them out here in Olathe for a while. I don't know that we still do.
No,
but
I was curious because there's one in Lawrence, but I have been to the one in
there is one,
Washburn
yeah.
also.
Yes.
Washburn.
So there was a period at Washburn where I would eat steak 7 days a week.
You were like early adapter to the carnivore diet.
I mean,
True, right?
I couldn't help it. It was cheap, and I was a college student, so it was just like it's cheap, and I fucking love steak.
And it's before that they told us that eating meat would ruin the planet by global warming.
Yeah, I don't.
Right? It was in the salad days of eating meat.
Oh my God, I would eat a cow if I could. Oh my God, that's how much I love steak.
And you didn't know at the time there are so many health benefits to that. Red meat. Okay, so here's the thing. So I heard I watched a YouTube video. I watch a lot of them, but anyways. So I've always actually kind of leaned towards chicken versus red meat because in our society we've been told that red meat increases cholesterol. There's been a lot of negative stereotypes associated with red meat. As it turns out, a lot of those studies have been swayed because they were actually
paid for by
somebody
who wanted
a
certain result.
Who else you would think? And so apparently, like the science behind it is, and I'm going to get the details slightly wrong, but the gist of it is a chicken has one stomach, so when it eats grain, it gets processed and digested in one stomach. So the flesh of that animal, it doesn't absorb as many nutrients out of that food. A cow has
like 4 stomachs.
Yes, and so through that transition, it absorbs more material, more minerals, vitamins through that because it's being digested and it's being redigested. So apparently, there is actually, it might be opposite of what we thought, and you might actually get more vitamins and minerals from red meats because they have more stomachs and more of the nutrition is actually digested out of the food versus a chicken or a turkey, which we've always been told is the leanest, which is true. It is the leanest of the meats. But that was where the bad piece of advice came through, because now we know fat is not the enemy. Right?
Healthy fat is great for you.
Fat is your friend.
It really is.
God.
It really is.
I don't want to live in a world where it's not.
Oh my God, I'd want to kill myself. Think about and I will fucking I'll do the taste challenge any day. Fat and protein, those are what actually make you feel satisfied. It's not carbohydrates. It's fat and fucking protein. That's what makes you feel satisfied.
Sugar makes me pretty fucking happy too.
Dude, but I just want sugar like an hour later. It's like heroin. I'm like, oh, that was cool. Let's do it again.
Nah, heroin kills. Sugar doesn't.
Diabetes, motherfucker.
Well, fairly enough, pure heroin doesn't kill.
Diabetes.
The diabetes.
Yeah. The heroin doesn't kill,
Brimley.
just the withdrawal.
No, the pure stuff doesn't. It's all the other stuff and then the withdrawal. Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That is
so.
true.
Philip Seymour Hoffman, tell me more.
Tell us, Heath Ledger.
Is that guy in? Those are opioids. Most of these guys are dying from.
I thought Philip was heroin in a hotel room, or is
Or
that the
Heath
other
Ledger.
17,000
I'll
people
look it
that have
up.
died in hotel rooms? We talk about a lot of things we don't actually know about.
That's what makes us insanely qualified to do a podcast.
We'll just go with it, man. Can you
Man,
get sued?
Travis, this one's going to involve a whole lot of editing.
This is a lot of editing.
Exactly how easy is it to get sued for libel?
Actually, libel is very hard to prove. In
If you don't, if you don't know that, if you're let's
very
say,
hard.
If you're maybe 4 below average,
I'll put it to you this
intelligence
way,
guys.
I'll put it to you this way: people that have gotten slandered a lot on huge platforms like national media shows, can't ever successfully sue for libel. It's too hard to prove.
That's crazy.
You have to prove intent. that your intent was to financially damage. And
Yeah.
that is a very hard
That
standard.
could be tough. Huh. So that's good to know.
Mm-hmm. So let it rip.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of libelists.
So fuck all y'all.
George Bush did 9/11 and then created a fake war.
We're out, bitches. We out.
So what do you have to say about the Holocaust?
I don't know. Are we just talking fairy tales now? Or?
I'm not laughing at the Holocaust. I'm laughing at your response to it. Holocaust wasn't a joke, but anyway.
I know there was a lot of hard work going on. Somebody's got to.
We're gonna have to edit this
Somebody's
shit
got to
out.
dispose of all that ash.
Hey, speaking of ash, how many Jews can you fit in a Volkswagen?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
2 in the front, 2 in the back, 6 million in the ashtray.
Too soon?
Yeah, we probably won't have that one on the air,
Too soon?
but it's okay. I'm Jewish. I can say that joke.
Too soon?
Oh damn! If I'd have known you were Jewish, I'd have been letting it fly.
Yeah, wait, that totally gives us a pass.
Right.
All right, let's just start the show over. Nope.
And today we're
No.
joined by Woody Allen. Isn't he a Jew?
I want to go finger bang Brandon. I would assume so. He runs Hollywood.
Yeah. He's got that Jew look.
You can't say that.
Wait, was that
That's
that too much?
anti-Semitic.
Was that too much?
That was anti-Semitic.
All right. What else do we want to talk about?
What was the thing you were going to say? The thing about the thing.
I thought I did. I not bring it
No,
up?
no, you never did because you got interrupted because someone
Oh, yeah.
had
What a dick.
to release their vaginal fluids.
So what I learned today was apparently Euophagia has like
Euophagia.
smoking hot girlfriends.
Oh,
Hey, how do I get into the business of
Yes.
having smoking hot girlfriends?
so okay, all right. So let's get one thing straight. So he has what we poor folk would like to call
A successfully run business.
currency.
A working penis.
Anyway, I just kind of want to know because I just looked on Facebook and like he is going out with a girl who is at least 10 years younger than me.
Then you?
Than
Not-
me.
Yeah, not him, but you.
Yes.
So he's about.
That is an important
you've got
detail.
you've got your own child. About
That's an
that
important
age,
detail.
correct? I mean, not.
Well,
exactly,
I mean,
but we're getting close.
he's a step kid and he's 17 and I don't know how I feel about my dad who's 64 dating someone who's like 22.
I know. I wouldn't know what to think. I'd be so busy doing touchdown dances all the time at family
is
functions.
it I mean
I would be pissed. Are you ever like, fuck you, Dad? That's how I would
I
be,
mean
think.
she's really good looking and she's got a banging body. Like what do I do?
Yeah.
Like as
Masturbate and shame in a closed off space.
But I mean, as a son of this
A pimp?
guy, I mean, should I be proud of him,
I mean,
or should I be
this
slightly
is
embarrassed?
the American dream. The only way he could
I
be
say
any
proud.
better,
I say proud.
The
I
only
say
way
proud.
he could be any more of a hero in my eyes if he told me he had massive debt and was going to die in 3 weeks.
So
I say you should be proud.
So I should be proud that my 64-year-old dad is banging a 22-year-old.
No, you should be proud because he's
mean-
banging a hot 22-year-old.
Okay, that makes a difference.
Yeah. And it is, as long as she's happy, that's it. I think if she's happy, you get that.
Okay, but is she really with him because she likes
You
him?
guys are getting really caught up in all the wrong details.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly,
it is.
These relationships are voluntary. She can be in it whether she
But-
wants to or not. So, and she may have different motives. Who cares what it is?
what? But
He has motives. She has motives.
what do you
They meet in the
believe
middle.
is the motive?
Maybe she
He
really
wants to
wants
have
a nice
sex
suit.
with a younger person, and she wants money. That's the motivation.
Or a nice
That is
suit.
the literal definition of prostitution.
Okay. Well, then make prostitution legal.
It is.
As
some
a,
places.
As your attorney, I'd like to just comment on. No, it's not the same.
No, I think
Not
if it's
legally speaking.
I think if it's a surprise, it's not prostitution. You just got to keep it a surprise. You just got to keep the sex a surprise, and then it's never prostitution. Also, I don't know if you guys could tell. I am lighting up the studio with fucking gas.
The price.
You guys smell that? I am lighting this bitch up.
I'll say this.
Notice that yet?
The price of a movie and a dinner these days ain't cheap.
Yeah.
What's the goddamn difference?
I mean, if you go to Bobo Chinese,
Bobo, 17 pounds of chicken for $4.99.
they pay you to just take the leftovers. Just get it the fuck out of here before an inspector comes through.
because there's most definitely cockroaches and rats.
Fried rice. Well, we've got this mop water we can mix with some white rice.
Now, actually, what you're saying is true about the fact of being proud or not. Because I think we've all had either possibly our own dads or at least a friend's dad that sort of gets caught in this weird midlife crisis type of thing.
It
Like, I have
happens,
a specific friend in mind. Matt.
I'll beep that out.
Who's
So what you gonna say? At Cunningham.
Oh man, I had
Just
him on
move the
here.
beginning of it. At Cunningham.
no, but it.
Why do we gotta protect fuck them? Why do we gotta protect motherfuckers?
What if he's the one?
I'm not telling.
What
this,
if he's the
this
number 2 subscriber in Nigeria?
This is just an Easter egg to see if you motherfuckers really listen. None of it's even true.
I'm not doing this right now.
Why not?
But you know what? I love Matt because when I was in the hospital, he called me and checked in on me, and I thought that was really cool, man. You know, Matt, he's got his eccentricities, but I thought that was really cool, man. He called me when I was in the hospital.
Did you keep tabs on who called you and who didn't?
Oh, dude, I've got a fucking list.
Like you have a hit list.
Got a hit.
I've got a fucking list, and Christmas time, motherfuckers. So, let me just say this: I don't want to be harsh, but like, some people aren't getting Christmas cards.
Shit.
I mean, for real, this is like real, but like nobody's getting. Some people
That was
aren't
an
getting Christmas
Amazon
cards.
level burn right there.
I brought you video games. Why are you looking
You
at
did.
me?
Oh my god, you did. You did. You know, you're the best.
Sweet.
He did.
Let's fuck.
He did.
I don't think I brought anything
It's true.
but myself.
But
My
yourself,
awesome self.
which is all I needed. Which is all I needed.
And a lifetime's worth of guilt.
So you don't
I'm
want to
like
know.
tearing up. That is so sweet. He brought you video games.
You want to know what's funny now that I think about this? So
God.
the one thing that I did want and I did need was
Cheez-Its.
THC.
Honey,
And
balls aren't gonna shave themselves.
so Autumn brought me in, and I would smoke pens in my fucking hospital room. And the if you've ever been in the hospital, especially I was in ICU for the first 2 weeks.
I
and
feel
then-
like we missed out on a really good podcast opportunity.
yeah.
Pins into pins. Like, because you were definitely wearing a diaper there for a while, right? I mean,
No,
we
he probably had a catheter.
No, I wasn't wearing a diaper. You
He had a
motherfucker.
catheter.
I had to I had to lift, so I had to do what would be the tripod, and I had to shit in bed, but I would put a bedpan underneath me, and I would have to do a tripod support and poop in it, and then wipe
Stop!
myself.
You're making me hot.
So I looked like a reverse crab taking a poop, and it was not hot.
Oh boy!
It was not hot, and it was not fun. Doing push-ups while you poop is not what you want to do.
No, doing a push-up while you poop would be levels above better than what you were doing.
It was a reverse fucking push-up. Yeah, it
You
was
were doing
terrible.
that weird thing, like it's not. I guess it'd
Like
be
a
the
crab walk. They call it a crab walk. That's exactly what it was. It was a fucking crab walk while you're taking a
What's
shit.
what's the one when you're doing it forward? Just a mountain, not a
A
mountain
bear
climber.
crawl?
Bear crawl. Bear
Yeah,
crawl.
bear crawl. So, but it kind of a combination of both.
Now,
of those.
if you are hardcore, nothing will get your ass into shape faster and better than doing fucking bear crawls.
yeah, it was the worst. They made us do those in firefighting academy, and it was the fucking worst.
Like when I was doing that MMA training stuff, we had to do like that as our warm up. We had to do it for like 3 minutes straight, which doesn't sound like much. Get down and do a bear crawl for 12 seconds and tell me 3 minutes ain't shit.
yeah, they would have us race each other, and it
It's
was
horrid.
intense. Yeah, it was
But
intense.
it gets you in shape fast.
Think about it: lower body and upper body working in coherence at the same time. It
Makes you more
literally is
athletic too. More.
Yeah.
What do you call that?
looking like a dumbass. Because that's really what you look like when you're doing it.
What do you call that? Oh yeah, coordination. That's what I was.
Coordination, functional fitness.
See, if I could coordinate my brain and my fucking mouth right about now, we'd be in good shape. But I cannot.
What does the music mean? Wrap it up.
Wrap it up
for this segment.
I wish Brandon had that motto.
That or we're about to.
How many
shoot a
little
porno.
Brandons do you think running around out there in the world?
I don't want to think about it.
And when you say little Brandons, can we get Seth MacFarlane on the case? I want to see a Family Guy style thing with little Brandon faced sperms swimming through a cartoon universe. Can anybody out there make that happen?
Seriously,
Daddy!
over under.
Daddy, where are
At
you?
least 50%.
Of what?
Right? That there's a chance that you have a little kid.
I mean, did you
running around right
did
now.
you not pull out?
If you did 50% of the women I've had sex with, that's like 100 children.
Did you not pull out, or did you intentionally?
saying-
Did you intentionally release your man seed into their womanly receiver?
No, I'm a
Brandon-
pull-out guy.
no,
I'm a
Okay,
pull-out
you're
guy.
pull and pray. Okay,
Brandon's
All right.
Spray and pray.
what would you call it? Preference of not using a rubber leads me to believe he's got to be shooting blanks.
Gotta be. I could see that. Okay, so here's the thing.
Gotta be.
I did a couple of steroid cycles, and when you do those, I did I did what they call burst cycles. So a lot of professional bodybuilders, they'll do like a 3-month long cycle, but you've got 3 months where you're injecting exogenous testosterone, and it shuts down your nutsack, right? But I did 6-week burst cycles, so I would just inject a shit ton of testosterone, but I would only do it for 6 weeks at a time. But I wonder, did all of that crazy experimentation do something?
Is it weird I'm turned on right now?
Dude, my gains were out of this world.
My game's around.
So I wonder, did that do it? Did that do it? But also at the same time, I think it's one of those things that kind of nature just works itself out. Like, this guy should not have children. And
Damn it, I had to piss again.
it kind of just worked itself out. Jeremy's going to bail out in the last 5 minutes of the podcast.
He said nope.
Somebody put a timer on this.
Okay.
I really want to know how long. All right, go.
All right. It's
One,
he just got
two.
back from going.
3.
Remember,
he's got a bladder like a pregnant girl.
Well, and
Or
like I
a-
can't really talk, right? And actually, I've got to go after he gets back.
Oh Jesus!
Dude, mine is worse. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, dude.
I've been peeing out of my butt lately, so
That's what,
I've had seriously bad diarrhea.
dude. And you know what? Here's the thing. I'm gonna get serious with you.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much water you can lose. So if you've got diarrhea, you got to make sure to hydrate because you can actually lose a surprising amount of water through your anus.
Again, is it weird I'm turned on right now?
Thanks for listening to the Pinky and the Brain Show. For more info, check out pinkyandthebrainshow.com.